My name is Grace, and I'm a people pleaser. I walk around life wanting to be liked so goddamn much, and I'm now reaching a transitional phase in my life where I'd like to change that. So I'm starting this YouTube channel to see if I can change that and post videos and not care what people think. I need to learn to be comfortable in my skin. I need to learn to be comfortable in my personality, and I figure this exposure therapy might work. So I'm going to introduce myself, and at the end of this video, you're gonna decide if you want to keep following this journey of not giving a fuck. So my name is Grace. I am 22 years old. I was adopted in 2004. I am an only child. I am my parents' magnum opus. My parents are kind of a funny couple. My dad is from Georgia, and my mom is from Hawaii. So they're really polar opposite worlds, and they come together and you get me. So half of my family lives in paradise and the other half lives in the deep south. I have lived in a few spots in my life. I have lived in Oregon, and I will be continuing to live in Oregon for the foreseeable future. I really like it here. I like that I don't have to pay sales tax right now, but I also don't know how to pump my own gas, and I might never learn. I grew up in a small town. I have a small, close-knit family and a small, close group of friends. And now I live in a bigger city, and after this, we're going up to an even bigger city. I have also lived in both North Carolina and South Carolina, and I was able to be closer to my grandparents in Georgia, which was really awesome. I have also lived in Japan for a brief stint of time. My parents are college professors, and they were invited to teach at a university there, and I got to experience a brand new culture at a really young age. I am graduating college in the next week. I'm actually in my last week of college right now, which is really crazy. I have absolutely loved college. They've been the best 4 years of my life. I graduated with honors both in my department and within the honors college at my university. I have a major in general social science with a focus in crime, law, and society. I currently have 3 jobs. I serve coffee to people. I'm a barista. I also manage one of my university's social media accounts. And my 3rd job, I can't really talk about right now because I am under some heavy contracts with them. I currently have 3 roommates. I have my childhood best friend, Jenna. I have known Jenna since I was 5. When we were 5, we were not friends. She had the longest hair in kindergarten, and I had the second longest hair. It was an opposing rivalry. But we became friends in 3rd grade once both of us got bobs. I've lived with Jenna for, 3 years now, and we're gonna continue to live together after this. I'll talk a little bit about that later. My second roommate is my friend Jillian. She was my first college friend outside of my roommates. We met actually in Chinese class together, and she sat right next to me, and we just started talking, and we became instant friends. We're both adopted from China, so it was really fun for me to have another person in my life who was adopted from China, who I could kind of relate with on different experiences that I can't really talk about with some of my other friends. My 3rd roommate is Caitlin. Jillian actually found Caitlin when we were all getting ready to move in together. We had one more slot open, and I said, Jillian, it's your job to find somebody else. Caitlin is also adopted from China, and her and I are actually from the same province, which is really cool. It's kind of crazy to think about. I've only known Caitlin now for 3 years, but I feel like I've known her a lifetime. She is like the biggest blessing to our lives, honestly. My dating life has been nothing short of a success. I am dating my absolute best friend in the whole wide world. Sorry, Jenna and Zoe. My boyfriend's name is Jackson. I have known him for a very, very, very long time because he is actually Jenna's brother. So if you've seen Victorious, Best Friend's Brother is my national anthem. Him and I have been together for almost 2 years, but again, I've known him for 16 years now. After I graduate next week, I am going to be unemployed. So like any new graduate who is unemployed, I am spending what's left of my money to go to Europe. It's gonna be me, Jenna, and our third best friend Zoe, who is quite literally my sister. Zoe and I also met in kindergarten. Zoe, Jenna, and I were all in the same kindergarten class. We're all going to Europe and we're so excited. And then when we're done with Europe in 2 weeks, Zoe and I fly back to New Jersey, which is where her family will be at the time, and my family's gonna meet us out there, and we're just gonna have like 10 days of family time, which is awesome. Okay, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video and getting to know me. I'm just gonna keep vlogging my life, and I'm not gonna care what people think. And hopefully I can find some friends along the way. I do have an Instagram. I do have a TikTok. If you want to go follow those, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.